Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. Hope you're doing well. How's the energies going for you? The intense energies that should be picking up around about now in this week as well as I'm doing the readings. And we saw that in last week's reading. There was a sort of like a setting in the beginning part of the week, and in the second part of the week things really started to fly. So you may be feeling that in the latter stages leading up to the 29th and the 30th. And we'll see how that happens on the sun in order to sort of see what's going on with the energies that are going to be coming through for this coming week here. And you'll be able to see that on the energy updates that I do on this channel. Okay, so let's just get on straight on into the reading. I hope you have a lovely reading. You've got your overall energies here. You've got your karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influences from the universe, past self, future self, and the lesson that needs to be taken out of this week, or the information that you can take out of this week to help you advance in your life. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the overall energies here. There's movement, but it's solid. So basically it's making bold steps forward in this coming week. And it's almost as if like the general energy has got your back and is almost forcing you to face forward in life. Yeah, it could be a trying week for you emotionally. And that's why the energies are trying to help you to sort of see in front, go forward, not go backwards. And it might be a case where you might have changed the job and you might be getting a little bit nostalgic about that old job because it's very daunting starting a new job or starting something new. It seems to be connected more towards the past than anything else. And I think it's a case of here, as I think the overall energy is trying to sort of say, don't go back, go forward. You know what's back. You need to explore what is in front of you. That's the sort of thing I'm getting off of it. On your relationship side, your karmic message seems to be tied to your financial side. And we saw this as well last week. There seems to be a lot of influence either on your relationship side and how it affects your financial side, or your financial side and how it affects your relationship side. And your karmic message seems to be something that it's tied to the past that you're working on at the moment, which is also affecting your relationship side of life. We may have actually seen it particularly for you, Taurus, in particular. So there's something about that that's coming from the past. The universal energy, it wants to engage in life, but it's like the universal energy is being that stone wall that the general energies are offering you. So it's sort of like stopping you from going backwards within your relationship side. And it's very nice energy. It's actually very good. It's very solid, and it helps you to sort of like get a very good, clear indication of what is going on around you in your life here. Your past self is playing into the overall energies here. So I think this is where your past will be constantly reminding you, sort of saying, don't go back, go forward. Also within your relationship side, and your future relationship side here is opening up to something that you may not necessarily see today. You probably be able to get a glimpse of it this week, and that glimpse is going to give you like a breath of fresh air in your life that's going to help you to advance in your future. Not every, so this is the message out of this is the lesson to be learned out of the week in regards to your relationship side. I'm getting sort of like, not everything is as you've seen. It's definitely in the past. So it's almost as if like, you know, all best plans can go to waste. So I certainly with Mercury retrograde going on and stuff like that, I would leave space within your relationship here for movement. So I would expect a little bit of the unexpected in a way. And I think here is trying to help you to realize that, you know, although in the material world, in the business world, it might be easy to sort of like fix agendas and things like that and make everything very regimental. But in the relationship side, needs a bit more space for creativity, the expression, and so forth. And I think you need it for you as much as for the people that are around you. So I think this is where you're playing into your future, and it's making it a lot easier. And this is probably what we were talking about last week about the work and play ethic. And just realizing, the message of this week is realizing that leave space for the unexpected, I think, more than anything else. Yeah. This, as I said, was tied to the past. It seems to be tied to your financial side. There is a definite victory going on. This is what I was talking about, sort of maybe you've gone from one job to another. You might be a bit nostalgic about something in this coming week, but know that the reason you started off on this course, on this path, is a better path for you. It's a better path for your family, your relationships, your friends, your community, everything. And I think this is it's almost as like you've got to live the victory that is within you. The universe here is not allowing you to daydream. Here, I think, with that big stone wall, as I said earlier on, I don't think it's allowing you to daydream about things. Excuse me a second, I just had a big spider on my leg. It's not allowing you to daydream about things, but it does allow this sort of space for the impossible to become possible. And I think this is where it's almost sort of saying, it's like the door has been opened, and especially with this Ace of Swords, the door has been opened to something completely new. And you need to go into that space and explore that space in regards to sort of love and relationships. In your past self, you get the Devil card. And I think the Devil, basically, that's what that's all about. It's the past stuff that is within you that you don't need to go back to. You're certainly heading onto greener pastures. And I would expect to see that in your financial world. But you've just got to be a little bit wary of how it affects the relationships that are around you. Look at that, your future self. As I said, very buoyant and very joyous. And look at that, on your karmic path to your future, you've got that victory that is within you. And I think, as I said, that victory comes from actually your professional side of life. But it is also giving you a victory in your relationship side. And this is about discovering all that new green pasture, as I was saying, within regards to relationships, leaving the space, leaving you the place where you can actually engage in your passions and your spirit and enjoy things as it goes. Out the top, the lesson for the week: patience. The temperance card. The temperance card is pouring water from one cup to another. It's like umming and ahhing. And that's where one of the cups comes in here. You know what's happened in the past. And it's like being patient about the world that is around you, leaving that space so you can explore your emotions. Your partner can explore your emotions, or you can explore the idea of getting involved with someone. But that's according to what is going on in your financial side more than anything else, I think. And I think this is where you do need to leave the door open to beautiful, unexpected surprises that I think are actually quite nice. Because there's not really, it's all the bad stuff is really in the past, and I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just think it's something that you've had to go through in order to continue on your pathway more than anything else. But be patient with the people that are around you. Okay? On your financial side, your karmic message here is swaying between the past and the future. It's a real transition that's going on here, and it's you going off on and going after your ambitions in life. And yes, sometimes there's 3 steps forward and 1 step back. That's just the way it goes in life. And it seems to be like this. And I think your karmic path here is also trying to help you, to remind you that this is a pathway that you can learn a lot from, and it's a pathway that you have chosen to go down. If that is the case, then therefore what you've done in the past is actually going to be highly relevant to your future. So it is sort of like tying the past to the future. As I say, it's a sort of like transitionally sort of thing that's going on. With the universe, the influence in the universe, it's all about networking. This is where I think you might have moved into a new opportunity, a new job, you might have started a new business or started a new project. or you're looking to start the new project, or start a business, whatever it is, there's a lot of networking that's going on around this. It's communicating with other people, and not necessarily communicating on a personal level, but communicating on a very business level, and being very defined about what you're after. And I think this is where the karmic message will help you out, to keep you really laser focused on where you're going. On your past is acting a little bit like the universal energy which we saw on your relationship side. It's like stonewalling. It's almost sort of saying you're not going back there, you're going forward, and you've got to go forward, and there's no way about it. There may be things in the past that you might have wanted to do that were, might have wanted to do different, get the best results out of, and that sort of thing. But that's the past. You've learned from it, and now apply it into your future. And your future self is really, really nice. It's opening up an opportunity, which I think that is what's tied into it there. It's an opportunity which makes you feel like, or make you realize, I got it right. I saw it right. And I think it could well be a healing card for this relationship side here, where you can have a lot of confidence in where you're going because you got it right, as it were. The message that's coming out of it for this week on your financial side is very squared off. It's very, there's no messing about here. There's no messing about. You've got to have it really clear for you what you want and how to get it, and then put into action those that idea of how to get it and what you want. And it's really, really squared off. It's almost sort of saying to you, it's not that there's no room for error. It's more of a case of do not accept second best, in a way. So your future self is you. This is you. This is a pivotal point in your life. The King of Pentacles. There is a load of abundance here for you. There's a load of knowledge, understanding. You're opening up to a lot of possibilities that are opening up opportunities. It's also opening up a position of power. And I don't mean power over people, although it may well be in regards to opening a business. So it's your business. So you've got to employ people and so forth. But a position of control. So you have control over your destiny here. And this week here is how you engage will determine that destiny in the next, say, 3 to 4 months as we go forward. From the universe, networking is key. It's going to be, I think, getting out there, getting involved. I've now got a ladybird. Hello, my friends. I wouldn't stay on there. There's nothing really for you. But anyway, I'm just doing my networking with nature there, This change of fortune, this fortune that's coming your way, you have control over this. If you understand that in your networking, in the way you drive the coincidences that are around you to open doors for you, this is where you can really push your business and your projects onto another level. From the past, you get the Seven of Wands. This is a pathway. The Seven of Wands is, the first thing first, the 7 is like a revelation number for me. It's revealing something to you. And this is revealing to you the pathway according to your passions. And it seems like there's something that you've been hammering at for some time now, and you're getting good results. And because you're getting good results, that makes you a bit of a target. It could be a target and compared with your competitors, or the success of what you're getting in regards to your projects or your career path. Whatever it is, you've got to stick to that goal in mind of where you're going. And in the future, look at it. A lot of healing coming in, I think, for this Three of Swords here. I think the future is beautifully open. Look what you've got there, and that's your future, basically. And it's being driven by that karmic path. That is perfect for you. And once you realize that, you can go into this without any sort of trepidation. And look at that, you've got the World card out the top as well. This is basically, the World card offers you multitudes of opportunities. There's my little ladybird. you want to stay on that hand? If I do that, you'll just take off. Okay? Get to the higher point and take off. There you go, off the end of my finger, and spread your wings and fly, my friends. No, you don't want to. Do you? Are you going to? Anyway, this is my partner in the reading at the moment, your ladybird of luck. And this is, in the future here, this is like knowing, squaring things off. The thing with the well card is it brings you a multitude of elements. It's not just one type of element. It's like a Capricorn card, and it brings you the fire, air, earth and water. And this is what I mean by something that's squared off, and having things rightfully in its place so you can get the best out of life. And you do need to stick to this plan, and it is a new opportunity that you're going into, obviously through that, but you do need to be squared off about it all. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave me, my friend, because he's distracting me. So let's get on to your light Seers card. Let's just see what's going on there, shall we? There's cards already wanting to jump out. Look at that, Queen of Wands. A lot of passion going on in life, a lot of influence from the outside world, which is putting a bit of pressure on you, I think, as well. But yeah, it's the transition is now here for you. And do not look to the past and, you know, be careful of reminiscing, basically. Yeah, reminiscing, you're moving out of that. That's the overall energy. As I say, the overall energy is sort of saying it's very much like what we got in the universal energies in the past self on your financial side, the universal energies on your relationship side. The overall energies here is very solid. It's got a back to it as if it's pushing you forward. And it's sort of saying if you're going to try and go backwards, you will feel incredibly stuck in life. You will feel trapped. And I don't think this is a good idea. I know it can be a bit daunting sometimes. Everybody goes through that. But I think if you confront this sort of project or business or this ambition that is within you, I think you're going to get the best results out of it. And I think it's actually going to be a lot less daunting than you realise. Look at that. As I said, I think this plays into your financial side. It's obviously tying into that, into your future of bringing in happiness into your relationship side. And the only way you're going to do that is by allowing space. So do not try and program everything. Do not try and predestine everything. Just try and leave a little bit of space so you can actually explore. Yeah, the universal energies with that big wall of that, and sort of saying don't daydream. This is about you going off on your path, and I think this is tied into this as well. And the universe is possibly sort of saying, you know, concentrating on your business side is very important, but just make sure you do leave the space within your spirit and your emotional side of life to actually you know, so you don't cause yourself pain in the future. You know, with the Devil cards, you get the Fool card. Yeah, this is all about going into this new paradigm, into this new victory that is playing into your favour. It is a bit of a leap of faith, and I think this has been in the past of a leap of faith. And I think you're taking people that are around you with you, and it's better the devil you know. It's better to know the details of the past. And you probably know that. But the thing is, it is the past. And although you may know all the details, you've still got to confront the future. And the future is not exactly the same as the past. Therefore, you need to leave space to explore. Look at that. With the Ace of Swords, you get Ace of Wands, you get the Well card. Exactly what I'm sort of saying here. In the future, because you've squared off a lot of things in your life, I think it's going to free you up enormously for your passions in regards to your relationship and your emotional side of life. It looks really, really well for your emotional side, but there is a bit of a trying thing to go through. And I think that trying thing is literally just stepping forward and exploring life. Being patient about people around you. When you're patient about people that are around you, and even patient with yourself, this is where you can allow the space for the unexpected to happen. And this is where you could be very joyous about it when it does happen. Allow yourself to let go all that stress that is obviously, coming from your financial side, which you're really working hard on. And you don't want to bring that stress into your relationship side more than anything else. Yeah, this is your karmic path on your financial side. With the King of Pentacles, you get the Two of Wands. You've been planning this. There is travel involved. There's obviously some sort of movement that's going on, and that could well be tied into the nostalgia that's coming in on the general energy that is around you. You've got to keep your eye on the goal, and because it's only short term, that energy of nostalgia, which could be causing you a little bit of sort of emotional stress. But if you stick to the plan, I think you're going to come up smelling of roses, as it were. With the Wheel of Fortune, your networking card, it's pulling out a lot into the outside world. This is where you've got to really engage in it. This is where it's a little bit squared off with the Four of Cups. It's bringing the essences of the past and putting it all into a new dynamic or new sort of spirit that you're engaging with in regards to your business or your project or your career path. Just engaging in it and just taking the best or the best elements out of how you've been going down that pathway. You can't change the past, but you can certainly open the future. And you've done some really good quality work. As I said, this is from the past here. We've got the Seven of Wands here. This is this evident path that you're going down. This is where you're really passionate about what you should be doing, an ambition that is in life. And I think you've been working very hard at it. I think you've done very good work. And I think people are starting to recognize that around you. You're getting really good results. This is helping you with the networking card here as well, with you being able to sort of really, you've gone past the learning curve stage and now you're into getting it really done properly. So with the Sun, you get the Queen of Wands. We had her pop out right at the beginning. This is all about you being passionate about life, passionate about what you're doing in regards to your business, your job or your projects, really enjoying it. Allowing that enjoyment to filter through within your relationship side, because it's going to bring you more finances. Therefore, you can do more with your relationships in a very physical way. It's that happiness that is shining a light on your success, which is giving you that whole Ace of Wands, a new paradigm, new way of having a relationship in your life. And that is that well card. It's the realization, and it is an ascension moment for you. This is building an incredibly powerful future for you. And this week here, you have to be very attentive to not, I know you're going after your ambitions on your financial side. That looks really, really good, and I would certainly go after it. But don't forget about that space, that moment of enjoyment that you will definitely need in the coming future. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here. Make sure you keep the doors well open on your relationship side. Allow things to happen. So it could be your partner that sort of said, I notice you're really busy, but I've organised an evening meal with some friends on Saturday night. And you kind of go, great, fine, yeah. And you can just enjoy the moment, and enjoy a little bit about being the star of the day in a way, Taurus. There you go. An amazing week for you, a defining week for you. And this will define your future. But yes, as I said, leave a little bit of space on your relationship side, and really that'll leave you full on to be totally focused on your success and your happiness within your financial side. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoy the energy videos that we're doing on this channel as well. It'll help you to see how the energies are interacting with your weekly reading, so you can actually get the best out of life. I will see you soon. In the meantime, thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system. And yes, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.